Y'all know her name? So please welcome your host, Leah Drew.
Hey, how are y'all doing? Today I'm going to get into some strategies, some tips, and we're going to get right into it. So, the main reason why you're trying to use AI but you sound like everybody else. First off, babe, you're not telling it enough information. You're not giving it voice guardrails, and you don't have a movement, and you don't have an authority output. And I'll explain all of that in this video. I am super excited. I got my phone on silent, so I won't have to hear it. And y'all won't have to hear it on the replay. So, the first thing that you got to do it in one sitting. I don't want you doing it all different types of different times of the day. Do it in one sitting. And let me just say, this is the 4 rules before you begin it. Before you begin and before I give you the sauce, I want to give you the sauce. Do it in one sitting. Don't minimize anything that you've done. I'm just putting that out there. Be accurate, not modest. Okay. Write first, think second. You need a notebook and a sheet of paper. I am so serious. You need a notebook and a sheet of paper. Why? Because we are going back to the nitty gritty. Okay. And you're going to see. The first thing that comes to you is usually the truth. Okay. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to help you build the AI prompt for you at the end. That's the whole point. To give AI enough information about you, your story, so you can have every piece of content relate back to you and your movement and what you do. So, I'm going to bring this in a different let me see if I can share my screen. Share my screen. So, section 1. Let me just see. I'm not going to add that. Hold on. The first thing that you got to remember, though, I forgot I couldn't let you take screenshots of this, but yeah, bring this out. Sorry, y'all. It's taking me a minute. Okay, boom, I got it. Section 1 is roles and recognition. So, and I'll give you examples on this, okay? Question 1. Write this in your notebook. I want you to take this seriously because it literally changed my whole content. Had me pumping out 15 pieces of content a day effortlessly. And I could talk about whatever I wanted and it can relate back to me. So this is so gold. What roles have you held the longest in your life? That's the first question. So, somebody said in the comments, wife, 12 years, mother, 12 years, CEO, 12 years, servant leader, entire adult life. Y'all say what's true to you. Okay, how long have you been a mom? If you're a wife, how long have you been a wife? So you want to list everything that you've ever been. Okay. Question 2. What do people come to you without even asking? So I'm going to bring up my example. So people come to me without even without even asking about like phone, like they want me to fix their phone, or they got a technological issue, or they just want to talk about their life and what's been going on in their love life. That's enough right there. Question 3. What have you figured out the hard way? The hard way. What have you figured out the hard way? So somebody said that my mental health was more important than my business. That losing money doesn't erase your skill. Come on, somebody. That when other people recognize your past against you, your only fix is to stop letting their voice control your inner voice, internal voice. That is the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. Okay. Now, question number 4. What jobs have you held? What jobs have you held? And do not minimize. If you were a teacher, put down teacher. Okay. Put down author. If you wrote a book, wrote anything, and you published it, that's the author. If you've been a network marketing leader, e-commerce founder, yes, write that down. It's not a resume, it's a track record, okay? And you're going to see how beautiful it all comes together, okay? Section 3 is weight and quiet skill. So I'm gonna speed past this so I can get to the ChatGPT part. But yeah, I want to give you these questions still. Number 5 is what's been on your plate that others have avoided? What's been on your plate, like weighing down heavy? Somebody said carrying a brand through a $4 million loss while no one knew the depth of what was happening publicly. Holding the team together, not breaking down where it could be used against me. Oh, yes. Have you ever had to hold yourself structured while your whole world is decompressing inside? I know a lot of us can relate to that, okay? Question number 6. What's a skill you use every day without a paycheck? What's a skill you use every day without a paycheck? Okay. And then this is section 4. Number 7. What decisions have you made that changed someone else's life? I want you to really think about this. What decisions have you made that changed someone else's life? Any transformation that happened, okay? Those are receipts. Each one of those is a story you can tell. Number 8. Who were you 5 to 10 years ago versus who you are now? Ooh. Who were you 5 to 10 years ago versus who you are now? Okay. Now, this is the authority activation prompt. You're going to use all the 8 answers. That's what I'm saying. You need to answer all the 8 answers, and you need to put it with this prompt. And I'm going to put authority statement, 2 to 3 sentences for my personal brand that reflects who I am and the transformation I can guide others through. Number 4, suggest 5 content topics. This is so cool. Suggest 5 content topics I could post about this week, pulled directly from my answers, not generic advice. Then you say underneath that, be direct, be specific, don't soften anything. Now, a lot of y'all, they'll be like, okay, but I can voice everything. Voice it in ChatGPT. Voice it. I welcome you to do that. That's another option. Yeah, they'll save you a lot of time with typing and stuff. And so I'm going to show you my screen. with ChatGPT. Give me example. Let's start an episode now. But yes, so whatever output you get through here, I'm just gonna guide you through it, okay? Whatever output you get from here, that's what you're gonna add to your post prompts, your story prompts. Oh yeah, there's some prompts for everything. People have a system. It's not just going out there and making the content, okay? It is actually a system, and everything revolves around your authority output, okay? When you put that post prompt in there, put your authority output up there. This is my authority statement. You don't have to put your movement statement in this one, but every single post you should put your authority activation output, and then you should most definitely, because I saw this happen, y'all. I don't know if this is happening to y'all. People steal photos. You need to add logo to all your photos, logos to everything, even if it's just a selfie. A selfie. Like, you want to go to CapCut for free, and you want to add your logo to both ends of your photo. If it's in the top right, make the other logo in the bottom left. You want them to be diagonal because people can just go up here and steal your stuff. And they do that repeatedly. They do that. So yeah, y'all. You want credit for what you did. I love y'all. I can't wait for next week. Or even sooner, y'all, if I got an interview. I love you. Bye.
What the
That was
dog
close.
doing?
Is everybody all right? Come back again soon for another challenge.